It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Deontay Wilder, Bronze Bomber. And here comes the Easton Assassin, Larry Holmes. Dominated the heavyweight division in the early 80s. In fact, he went 48 fights before suffering his first defeat. Watch out for that very impressive jab.
Look at this. These fighters are so up for it. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, an Olympic bronze medalist from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, a hard-hitting, sensational knockout artist, and a WBC heavyweight champion of the world, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really dislike each other, you're going to get more than a fight.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. That's another scoring shot. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it up. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
And he caught him with a stiff jab. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Got his gloves up to block the left jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace.
Good round.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A perfect counter shot. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
What a punch. Counter punching. Well done with that counter shot. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? It's all offense all the time. counter punch. Punch, counter punch. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
The flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front of you, you've got to cut him off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put him on the back foot. Put him under pressure.
He threw a punch and just got... This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the fighter.
On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Missed with that jab. Which fighter will say no mas? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. What you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Wilder in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because
just take the round.
Back at it in round 4. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
What you've got to do, Teddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in your guess.
The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Caution is being thrown to the wind. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, make look so easy.
Work, that's it. Now breathe.
There's the bell to start round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter shot. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that jab. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. They exchange punches. Every time they throw a shot, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Wilder in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Go back out there and win the round. Get back.
And there's the bell for round 6. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, John.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. That jab misses. A perfect counter lands. Do you believe this? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that.
Here we go. It's round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Got out of the way of that right hook. And he scores with the counter. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. Nice punch. There's a scoring blow. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Wilder in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
Round 8, and we're off again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. And that jab just missed with the left hand. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. What a dominant...
Yeah, that hate the grind and sweat the blood, the time my motivation. I work too hard too long and not be in the conversation. My team been up, way up, ain't nothing left.
up at you when you down.
Motivation, all the hating that they doing, motivation. Staying winning, nothing less, ain't no consolation. Used to tell me that I couldn't, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation, motivation. All this money on my mind, that's my motivation. You be talking, but you not up in the conversation. They all wanting me to stop, that's my motivation. Yeah, my motivation. Yeah, bad time that I came through and I got one for the boy. Hey, now I'm finna ball out, step back, shoot for the score. Hey, if I had a penny for everyone doubted me, I'll make $1 million a month off a salary. Picture me rolling, go look at the gallery. I've been eating now, look at the calories. No, I've been out up on the road.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as we are live during Riyadh season at the Kingdom Arena. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. One of the most historic. Here comes the Easton Assassin, Larry Holmes. Perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated. What a pleasure it is to be here in this. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. The straight right just misses. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Nope, that uppercut does not score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well done with that counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They're both trying for a knockout. This is a high-octane battle. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
How about that time counter shot? This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
God, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
That counter punch caught him clean. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
powerful counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. And this is incredible action from both of these heavyweights. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Relax, relax. Good work, you thinking it.
Stick him on the end of a jab and then start gathering your pace.
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defensive end.
You got complacent? The fight's not over yet.
There's the bell to start round 3. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. They both want a highlight reel knockout. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. We know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good work. That's it. Breathe. Just got your back.
Back at it in round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You'd like to see more jabs. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. shots aren't flashy, but sometimes they're more damaging, especially for the later rounds. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Listen, be smart when you go out. Take the round.
Time for the 5th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? That counter shot lands. Perfect counter lands. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that round. I don't want you to load up. Don't look.
I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your mind back.
God, he's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to go. But you've got
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get in.
Let's start the 6th. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. No rest for the weary. And he did catch him. Did you see that? Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. And the heavyweight legend goes to the canvas. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will you continue?
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Not a lot of defense here at all. There's a counter shot. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive and then give it back the next round.
And look at that jab slick. The jab's work.
Your rhythm back, and then we go again. Now it's a tougher
It worked. Stay focused.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me your ball.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Punch lands. The only fear you have with this fighter. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.
Just wanna find